Listen here.
You're taking me away from my bed!
It wasn't me who shot Freddie Thorne.
He trusts me. I told you that. I think I know where the guns are hidden. I want your word that Tommy Shelby will not be harmed if the guns are recovered.
It would be an honor to work with you, Mr. Kimber.
Nobody works with me. People work for me.
Black Star, what does that mean?
Black Star Day is the day we take out Billy Kimber and his men.
Grace, will you marry me?
You deserve better.
Is it him?
Where is he?
He left. With the barmaid.
Service?
You don't open 2 more hours. You come back later.
Police?
Inspector Campbell, sir. Any trouble, sir?
Look, I know. I know. That is, I'm given to understand by several of my officers, that people come here, that men come here for a certain purpose.
Arthur, wake up! Get home, get bathed, check your kids, check your weapons.
What?
What's going on? We're doing it today.
Fetch the wagons, Charlie. It's today.
On a gathering storm comes a tall, handsome man in a dusty black coat with a red right hand.
Dear Grace, I write this letter to you with a heavy heart. I know exactly what you did, and with whom. will not mention any of it in my report. However, you should be aware I know you gave yourself to the man who is our sworn enemy. That is not only treason, disgusting beyond all measure. Your father would be ashamed of you. As for myself, I am beyond desolation. You have betrayed every principle and standard of honor that was your birthright. And for what?
Love.
For the suits.
You want to hear something funny?
I am unarmed.
It's curious, Inspector. I thought you came here to clean up the city, not to sleep with its whores. You're no different from any other copper that came before you.
I'm no different from those who would follow should I choose to leave.
Oh, you've no reason to stay. You have what you came for.
Yes, I have what I came for. I have a meeting with Mr. Winston Churchill at midday. And no doubt he intends to congratulate me on finding those stolen guns. And you still don't know how we found them, do you? Good.
Oh, you got lucky.
Did I?
Yeah.
One thing I have learned is that you and I are opposites, but also just the same. Like an image in a mirror. We hate people. And they in turn hate us and fear us. Before the day is over, your heart will be broken. Just the same as mine. Men like us, Mr. Shelby, will always be alone. And what love we get, we will have to pay for.
You forget, Inspector. I have my family.
Enjoy your day.
Oh, little one.
You're much better with him than I am.
Settles quicker with me because he can't smell the milk.
You're tired.
Let's put him down.
Man with terrors for the tit. Both of them.
Well, you never knew my children, did you?
I was a child myself then. You never talk about them.
You've had reason to. Heart breaks even when I think about them.
But today, I do have reason to. Sit down, Ada. They were 3 and 5 years old. Sally was 3, Michael was 5. Well, it's 2 weeks away from being 6. It was Sunday morning. I was at church. You're not forgiven. This hinge-faced bitch said to me, "You're not forgiven." You see, some sheets I'd washed and hung on the line had the name of a hotel in them. They'd been stolen in a robbery, and they said some porter at the hotel been coshed. And a woman from round here told the police about the sheets. Jealous, you see, of the new sheets. And when the police came, they found her spirit still, making a few drops of gin. And for that, they took my children from me. They never told me where they took them. They did it because they could, and because I was weak. They would never take your baby away from you. Do you know why? Because Tommy won't let them. Because Tommy won't let them walk all over us. Now it is Tommy that has brought strength and power to this family. Because he knows you have to be as bad as them above in order to survive. I'm telling you this because I want you to forgive him.
How can I? When my Freddie's rotting in jail because of him.
There's something about today you need to know.
All right, Freddie. Time to go.
Want to get a message to Campbell? I can't let them move me to Brixton. If I get to Brixton, they'll kill me.
Freddie, you're not going to get as far as Brixton Prison. On your feet.
I told the Prime Minister personally that the guns had been retrieved, and he actually heard me and listened, and I'm pretty sure he gave me a half smile. He never usually smiles unless a political opponent dies. I plan to put your name forward in the New Year's honours list.
That would be too much, sir.
Nonsense. You deserve it. As I recall, he wrote to me several times about an undercover operative, a woman. Was she involved in the discovery? Does she deserve some kind of commendation?
Yes. She was instrumental. A truly loyal servant to the crown. And that is what the record should state.
And what of the men who actually stole the guns? The Peaky?
Blinders, sir. If we were to make arrests, the whole thing would end up in open court, and I know we wish to keep this matter confidential.
So they'll go free?
Not quite, sir. See, I have plans for the Peaky blinders.
All right.
Leave that, boys. We'll come back to it later.
Right. Brought you all here today because this is the day we replace Billy Kimber. This is the day we become respectable. The day we join the official National Association of Racecourse Bookmakers. But first, we do the dirty work. Now, you've all known this day's been coming. I just haven't told anyone the date. We're going to the Worcester races. Track opens at 1, we get there at 2. Now, Kimber thinks we're going there to help him fight the Lee brothers. But thanks to the efforts of our John and his lovely new wife, Esme, the Lees are now our kin. I interrupted those efforts this morning, and I can assure you all, John is making great sacrifices in the cause of peace. Yeah, right.
So it'll be us and the Lees against Kimber's boys.
We take him out and leave the bookies. I expect a swift victory which will send a signal all the way to London that we believe in letting legitimate businesses run peacefully.
And, what about Kimber himself?
I'll deal with Kimber. Any other questions?
Yes. Oh, does anyone object if I bring a newcomer to the meeting? I'd like to introduce the newest member of the Shelby clan.
Welcome on, Maida.
We named him Carl. After Karl Marx.
Oh, bloody Marx. Let me get a look at him.
Oh, here we go.
Aye, look. He looks just like me, look.
That's his arse looks like he are.
He's all right. He's a Shelby.
Well, Ada. Am I forgiven?
If what Aunt Polly says is true, you are.
It's true.
So who the hell are you?
Someone who wants to keep his eyes. They came to my house. Told me to volunteer for this.
Who did?
Peaky Blinders.
Tommy.
Bloody hell is that?
Looks like your friends are here.
Stay down on the ground, or the next one's for you!
Make it look good.
I am sorry about this, comrade.
Holy shit. Danny, you're dead. Nah, I've been living in London. Same thing. You get
Right, lads, listen up. You have a pint and a chaser. No more. On the house. Right. Let's get boring.
Do you have the enclosure tickets? And the register of bookkeepers on the track?
In me coat. You did a good job, Grace.
Watch. Watch.
Next family meeting. I'll make sure you're there.
If I were family. But I'm not.
I could change.
Tell me,
We'll talk about it more when I get back, all right?
when will you be back?
How is this house gonna be, eh? You wait to get home for me. What time do you call this?
The barrel needs changing.
Go on, Tommy. Go out the back, give her a good see into before we go.
Right. Hey, Grace, I was joking. Just help yourselves.
Tell me the truth is, when you come back from the races, I won't be here.
What are you talking about? All right, look. Grace, I know you weren't born to be with a man like me. But I'm turning things around. And when I get back here tonight, I will have one of the biggest legal racetrack syndicates in the country. And I'm going to close down some of that other stuff. Maybe open a club. Hey, like in London, you have a contract of employment with a real limited company. You remember?
I remember everything. Tell me.
I am going to make a success of this. I'm not talking about marriage. We know each other. We can talk. We're the same.
did you tell me?
Just heard there's 2 vans driving up the Stratford Road. An old corporal of mine said he recognised some of the men. He said it's the Kimber boys, and they're heading this way.
Ada, wake up. You and the baby. Get into the bull ring where there's lots of people.
What's going on?
We're being fucking betrayed. Someone let slip. Kimber's men are on their way here.
Yeah, but you can handle them, Tommy.
It's just us. All the Lees are on the way to Worcester. We're outnumbered.
But who else knew today was the day you were moving on, Kimber? I mean, you said you kept it a secret. Who else did you tell? There's only one thing can blind a man as smart as you, Tommy. Love. Is that barmaid? I'll deal with Grace. If you set eyes on her again, you might kill her. Going for good.
I heard there was trouble.
Instinct's a funny thing. See, normally I can tell about a person, but with you...
Look, the fighting's about to begin. We should get out of here.
We know who you are. Tommy knows as well. Turned out that copper as good as told him this morning, but I wanted to hear it from your own lips.
I am an agent of the Crown. I have the power to arrest and the right to use force. So please, step out of my way.
Like I say, instinct's a funny thing. You fell for Tommy for real, didn't you?
His gun is loaded.
Not afraid of you. Feel sorry for you. Slip of a thing. Thought you'd come in here and stitch us all up. I mean, we've had some coppers knocks in here, but you're the queen of them all. So who are you? Rich girl, I'd guess. Unionist. Ulster volunteer. You thought Fenians, communists, low people. They're all the same. Scum. Then you met Tommy.
I'll fight you with my fists and show you how a rich girl fights. I'm from a tough family, too.
Nah. We women have more sense. Why don't you pour us both a drink? Is that my right? Did you fall for Tommy?
Yes.
Then I pity you.
I think he'll try to kill me.
It's too soft.
Soft?
Soft. Like you. You saved his life the night the coppers came. That's why we're drinking, not fighting. We owe you.
What was he like? Before France?
He laughed. A lot. He wanted to work with horses.
You won medals?
Threw them in the cut. Ah, not a single man came back the same. You know, after all this is over, he might forgive you. No, he might take you in. Can never tell with men. They go for whoever their dicks point at and there's no changing their minds. But I should tell you something. I will never forgive you. Or accept you. Or take you in. And it's me who runs the business of the heart in this family. And as far as I'm concerned, you're a snitch from the parish. And if you're not gone from this city by tomorrow, I'll kill you myself. Now go.
Maybe what really upsets you is the thought that one day you might lose him.
Tommy, we've had word from Nipper at Hay Mills, and he says the police are letting them through. And how come all our police have disappeared?
Because it was the police who told Kimber about the plan.
And who told the police?
You know what, son? For all I think I'm the smartest one, I'm guessing it was me.
All right, men. You were mostly in the war, so you know the battle plans always change and get fucked up. Well, here it is. Things have changed. We fight them here, today, alone. Now, they're going to come for the pub. They're going to try and break us up for good. And we'll have no help from the law today. That pub there is called the Garrison. Well, now it really is one. And it belongs to us, right?
Right! How many are there?
Jeremiah said 2 Riley vans. So I reckon we're outnumbered 3-1.
Ah, fuck.
But it's us, boys, it's us! The small Heath Rifles! Never lost a fight yet, did we? No! All right, Jeremiah. I know you've vowed to God to never pick up a weapon again. But can you ask him from me if you can help us today?
God says he don't deal with small Heath, sir.
Good man. Arthur, it's good boat. You take the flanks, just like at San Marie. Sure. Curly, if any Shelby man dies here today, you bury us side by side. All right, we've about 10 minutes. Make your peace with whoever.
We've had a report of a large group of men in vehicles heading towards the city. Most of them are known to the police, sir. We think a gang fight's about to break out.
When all officers and constables stood down in the following areas: Bordersley, Small Heath, Shordan, Greet, and Hay Mills.
Stood down, sir?
Immediately. And the vehicles approaching the city should not be impeded.
What the hell is going on?
Let dog eat dog. Let the beasts devour each other. And then we shall pick the bones.
She's gone in. You're not accustomed to not getting what you want, are you, Tommy? You wanted my pub, and you took it.
You got a fair price.
What I got was an ultimatum, like you give to everybody. Do it or else. And yet, it's funny. Everybody around here, they want you to win this battle. I think what it is, you're bad men, but you're our bad men. Will you go looking for her?
She's in the past. The past is not my concern. The future is no longer my concern either.
What is your concern, Tommy?
The 1 minute. The soldier's minute. In a battle, that's all you get. 1 minute of everything at once. And anything before is nothing. Everything after comparison. In that 1 minute.
Didn't you get enough minutes over there?
Seems not, doesn't it?
Tommy, they're here.
Get your weapons out, boys, and load them up. Take your time. Hold them up in the air so as they can see what we've got.
More guns and no balls, right, Billy boy?
So what do we do now? Just give the order.
The men that have arrived in Garrison Lane are armed with rifles. Did you hear me?
Their methods of self-destruction are not my concern.
Well, we've also had reports of machine gun fire in Salt Lake.
It's the ravings of an old soldier with shell shock.
We only found 24 of those 25 Lewis guns. If they were to get to use the one... You know, when you came here from Belfast, I was overjoyed. I was sick of this force and I was sick of all the corruption. When you made that speech about cleaning this place up, I gave a little cheer inside. You said it was a devil's work to look the other way.
I am not looking the other way, Sergeant Moss. I am looking directly at the events of the day, and I like what I see.
It was enough to be like this, Kimber. Too late for all that. You bit off more than you can chew, you little toe rag, and now I'm going to take over this shithole.
Oh. We have to use guns. Let's use proper guns.
Sergeant Thorne, reporting for duty, sir.
You were saying something about being outgunned.
What are you doing?
I believe you boys call this no man's land.
Ada!
Shut up and listen.
Have you lost your mind?
I said shut up! Now, most of you are in France, so you all know what happens next. I've got brothers and a husband here, but you've all got somebody waiting for you. Now, I'm wearing black in preparation. I want you to look at me. I want you all to look at me. Who'll be wearing black for you? Think about them. Think about them right now. And fight if you want to. But that baby ain't moving anywhere. And neither am I.
She's right, you know. Why should all you men die? It should just be them who's caused it. Get off! Kimber and me fought this battle one-on-one. It's over. Go home to your families.
Scott, boss. Curly. Pick him up.
I want to ask you one question, then I'll leave. Tommy knows who I am. What did you say to him? What did you say to him?
I told him that his heart would be broken before the day was over. So it seems you've broken two hearts, Grace.
As well as my own.
Take it! Take it!
Hold him still!
Come on! Come on!
There, I still have the knack.
Have a drink. Right, deep breath. That's it. It's gone.
Now we can bury him properly. In the grave we dug for him.
He's hung on a hill. He like that. To Danny was bang.
Danny.
There we all die twice.
To Danny Whisper. Danny Whisper.
Come on. The day is ours. Let's celebrate.
Well, who won?
Mr. William Kimber has been found dead, a gunshot wound. So I'm guessing that means Peaky Blinders one, sir. Also, the communist agitator Freddie Thorne was taken from his transport by armed men. Since there were no officers on the street at the time, following your orders, he managed to escape easily and is now at large. The prison officers said they recognised the men. They were Peaky Blinders as well, sir. I mean, we could go down there and make a few arrests, but no one will have seen anything. And there were no officers there to witness, so the Shelbys will get away with murder. Just like they always have. Some things never change. Hey, sir.
He's got sons. Should we find work for them?
No, let them be. Let them find ordinary work, like ordinary men.
Could you put me through to Mr. Churchill, please? Yes, sir. Sir, I have made a decision about my future.
Everyone's leaving town.
Tell me you're hurt.
I'm fine.
What exactly can I say?
I don't know, Grace.
I could tell you who I really am.
I think I know who you are. You know who I am.
Circumstance is not important.
Circumstance.
Is all it is. Just uniform.
Yeah. Someday we'll throw this gun in the canal.
Why not now? I'll be in London 1 week. This address. Finish your business here and join me. I have an idea.
Drink?
Not whiskey. If you check behind the bar, you will find a bottle of champagne.
One she bought.
Today was a good day. All of Kimber's men were busy here, so the Lee boys took all the pictures at the Worcester races. Wouldn't have gone better if we planned it. Shelby Brothers Limited are now the third largest legal racetrack operation in the country. And all my family is here to celebrate.
There'll be others.
Dear Grace, without a secretary, I write my own letters, and I write without malice. I learnt long ago to hate my enemies, but I've never loved one before. The idea of New York is interesting, but I have worked so hard for this day, for this victory. I have responsibilities here, for people I need to protect, and people who I love. Before the war, when I had an important decision to make, I used to flip a coin. Perhaps that is what I will do again. Polly tells me you fell in love for real, and Polly is never wrong about matters of the art. I will give you my decision within 3 days. All my love, Thomas Shelby.